before we get into the review, quickly, I just want you all to know that through the whole month of October, I will be joining MatPat in the $1 Million Challenge for St. Jude. This is where any individual could start their own little campaign for the charity, so I've decided to go with it this month. I really hope you guys check it out. The link with all the information in my campaign for it will be down below. Also, if you're interested, whether you are donating or not, every Monday for this month of October, I'll be doing a different Mystery Science Theater live stream where I'll be watching an episode along with you guys. Make sure to vote this week for Joel Era Week. You can vote down in the campaign link below on one of the polls I have up, or you could also just vote underneath this video. And the choices are The Beatniks, Tormented, Girl in Lover's Lane, or I Accuse My Parents. All a bunch of classic Joel episodes I thought would be awesome for this week. So please, check out the poll, check out the campaign, give if you can, if not, just come and join the fun on Monday. Hello! I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. And welcome to my review of MST3K episode 609, The Skydivers. This is the first of 3 films in the season that came out from the bizarre mind of Mr. Coleman Francis, and this has gotta be my favorite out of the bunch. The film itself is both incredibly bland, yet indescribably weird at the same time. We've also got a short about woodworking and some creative puppetry work in the host segments. So let's get started and dive right into my review of episode 609 of MST3K, The Skydivers. For our cold open, we have Tom Servo treating us to a special astronomical experience, the Star Show. In this, we see our first unique puppet used in this episode, with Tom having transformed himself into a living planetarium. His show, however, is quickly derailed due from some heckling from the cheap seats. After commercial sign, it turns out the Mads are wanting to outperform the SOL in a show choir tournament. They send costumes and everything. It's completely random, yet original, so I enjoy it.
Hi everyone, Mike Nelson here on the Satellite of Love with my buddy Crow. You're just in time to see Tom Servo's planetarium show. What luck?
Welcome, space travelers, to the Tom Star Show. First stop, the planet Mars.
Take me to Uranus.
But ours is not the only planetary system.
Servo,
and
we have to get to Uranus and wipe out the Klingons.
Shut up! Shut up!
In high school, I was awfully good at swing choir. They rejected me, and that's fueled my badness. How did you put it, Frank?
It made you mad. It made you mean mad.
Anyway, Nelson, I propose a little contest. Your swing choir against mine.
I say let's dust his pasty swing choir butt.
Yeah!
Long and tall and tan and lovely, the guys from Deep 13 go walking.
You're the one that I want. One that I want, baby.
I want you to want me. I need you to need me.
Send in the clowns. There ought to be clowns.
Don't bother. They're here.
New York, New York.
Oh my gosh! We won!
Oh,
we won!
Yes!
We
In your
won!
face, Nelson!
Well, Mike, got a good one for you today. It's a little thing called Skydiver. It's kind of like Manos without the lucid plot.
Did Forrester's dance make anyone else physically ill?
I liked it.
Well, you're a freak.
Oh, we got movie side. Da, 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 da.
That leads us into our short, Why Study Industrial Arts? This is a short all about how shop class could actually matter in the real world, unlike 90% of the rest of the stuff you learn in high school. Now, if you buy any of the MST3K episodes off of the RiffTrax website, like I have with this one, they come with a little introduction by one of the talented creators of said episode. In this case, Mike Nelson gives us the intro, and gives us an amazing fact about the director of this short. Said director, Herc Harvey, has directed many Rift features, with 2 of the most memorable being Carnival of Souls and Shake Hands with Danger. This man has blessed us beyond measure, and we honestly need to appreciate his legacy and body of work.
Why are you? Because you're bad at math?
No students' arms were harmed in the making of this film.
Well, 2. Depressed yet?
You know, it's fun to have an idea.
There, wasn't that fun?
To be able to put that idea down on paper.
I can't do it, but
Yeah, I like the smell of fresh wood chips and sawdust.
I put them in my underwear.
Or the dull tap, tap of tools on leather.
Rat-tat-tat-tat. I keep popular mechanics under
I
my
like
mattress.
the saw. A plane.
These tools are my friends.
Or a chisel.
What about girls, young man? Girls.
No, chisels.
And I feel
All of these jobs pay well and afford challenges and chances of advancement to the individual.
I want to be a hairdresser.
But Mr.
And I can't see how industrial arts courses will do me much good if I should decide to go into business or something like that.
You can't, huh?
No.
Me neither.
Well, come on. Maybe you'll be a farmer, and knowing how to build improvements around the farm and how to repair all the equipment you use is a must for you in that operation.
I forgot the door.
Or you can go on. Well, we were talking about different jobs in which industrial arts training is used, and, well, Bill thinks the coaching isn't one of them, huh?
Loser,
Well,
give me
Bill,
20.
I took some industrial arts courses when I was in school.
Look at me now.
And except for since that time, I've done a lot of work on the house myself.
I put a patio in the living
I built
room.
on a new room. When I retire, I'll have a ready-made hobby to keep me busy.
I'll build giant recipe card boxes.
You know, fellows, there's a feel about it that I like.
His disciples.
For being able to visualize.
And we're off into a classic piece of Coleman Francis schlock. During a very long cast list where literally every single extra must have been credited, we see a few clips from later on in the film. And let me tell ya, they make pretty much as little sense in context as they do out. After the credits, we find an airfield that can perform skydiving lessons on the weekends. We see two women have a conversation about a man named Frankie who has been fired for drinking on the job. One of the women, named Beth, implies the other woman, Susie, didn't come out to the field to see Frankie, implying by her vagueness and the very poor editing that Susie was there to see Beth's husband Harry instead. Because there's no better way to establish your film's first plot thread than having two unknown characters discussing two other unknown characters, one of whom hasn't even been on screen yet. As Susie leaves, Harry comes up and they give each other what I assume are supposed to be meaningful glances. And Harry is being played by Anthony Cardoza, the producer of this film, and a hallmark of Coleman Francis's oeuvre. Beth nearly crashes while on the ground as the still mysterious and unseen Frankie didn't fix the plane like he said he would. She instantly recovers from this near-death experience, however, and meets up with an old pal named Pete, who wants to do some dangerous skydiving, and despite a bit of worrying, Beth obliges. And if you're already lost between unseen characters that have had 3 lines of dialogue and are already skydiving, and a very unclear plot point about infidelity and shoddy plane workmanship, trust me, it's not just you, it's the film. I only know what's going on in these first 10 minutes from having watched this episode an obscene amount of times over the years, and seeing as how this is my review, playing the role of the somewhat omniscient narrator here to guide you on this journey.
Well, I'll fire ants out. Ooh. Boy, it's amazing how many of these people went on to have major careers.
Yes.
Oh, I know what this is. This is an I can't pay you, but I'll put your name in the credits cast list here.
Well, so far they're really hitting the skydiving hard.
Look at them go.
The clown plane.
I can see why they bailed. Weekdays and holidays are kind of slow.
There is no landscape bleaker than that of the rural airport.
I just like to go and watch the plane land. Marlo Thomas in That Guy.
He was fired. Fired? Susie, Frankie was fired for being drunk.
I got drunk and you never fired me.
You don't work here.
I don't think you came out here in the hot sun looking for Frankie.
Am I that transparent?
He'd never touch you, Terry. You're dirt.
There's a pot of coffee on the stove for you, Harry.
Coffee, thanks. That's better than
I'm
sex.
going to take it up for a check.
There's a heck of a lot of glancing going on here. Huh?
Terror at sea level. Hey, but the plane was moving and you... Hey! Gee.
You know where the non-dairy creamer is, honey?
My face is too tight.
I saw my hair in the mirror and I panicked.
I don't know. Frankie overhauled the engine.
Near plane accidents make me hot.
How about job me out there? I want to make a free fall.
On you. Woo.
What?
Get prettier every day.
She must have written the dialogue.
I think you'll need the plane too, Tony.
Bob, you ready?
Wait, he was there, and now the plane was...
Someone with attention deficit disorder edited this film.
I I changed my mind. Okay, 1, 2, 3. No, wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, 1, 2, 3 now. No. I went on!
Hey, I can see my feet from here.
Should I be gaining speed?
Inspired by the industrial art short, Tom and Crow are putting together some crafts, resulting in some more fun puppetry with Crow splitting himself right down the middle, and both halves having separate consciousnesses.
How's your shop project there, Crow?
Project? Oh, you mean that napkin holder thingy? Oh, it needs a little work. I'll be right back.
Uh-huh. Hey, you wearing your goggles?
Yeah, who needs them?
Oh, what happened?
It's
no.
just a scratch. Hey, what do you think of her? She's a beaut, huh? Hey, Bird Brain, you forgot the best part.
What did you do?
Well, ask him. It's his fault. Is not. Is to. Is not.
Back in the theater, there's a super quick scene where we get confirmation that Harry is indeed cheating on Beth with Susie out on the lake. This is quickly followed by Harry receiving a letter from an old friend, Joe Moss. He reads it while he and Beth eat the most gray, depressing dinner that may have ever been put to film. Because if there was one more thing this film needed, it was another character being introduced, not by having them actually appear on screen. Joe writes that he's a good mechanic and is on call if they ever need help. And Beth decides they should take him up on the offer now that Frankie, who has now been mentioned 3 times with no interaction with any character yet, has been fired. Beth then asks what happened to the romantic relationship out of nowhere. Harry basically admits to cheating by not defending himself in any way. All while this riveting conversation is happening, a man rides up to the airfield on a motorcycle. And who do you think it is? Why, it's the perplexingly underdeveloped Frankie, of course. He had caught Harry and Susie at the lake that morning and is coming to face Harry man to man. This results in a quote-unquote action scene with the two tackling each other in the dirt. When Harry realizes that Susie is two-timing him with Frankie, who apparently she promised to marry, he gets upset. Oh, I'm sorry, Harry, that you cheating on your wife with Susie is okay, but Susie having a fling with your ex-mechanic while you're also flinging with her is not okay. Anyway, he promises to not be with Susie anymore if Frankie stays away from the airfield from now on.
Enjoy this tribute to white body.
We're so pink and we're really white.
Thank you for bringing me to the Eel Pot Festival.
Will I see you tomorrow?
Well, you have to ask the editor.
No, Susie. Not tomorrow.
I have a headache tomorrow.
Hey, here's a tip. Don't buy the Tommy Kirk workout video.
Ooh. Oh, she's setting up for a seance.
They're going to invoke the spirit of the continuity man.
Now I lay me down to eat. Play it, man.
Oh.
Fun, huh?
Joe Moss. The night we dropped on Korea seems like only a dream. The picture you sent of Beth, well, all I can say is you're lucky.
Then it says ha ha ha.
If you ever need a good mechanic, just send me a note attached to a homing pigeon, and I'll come around it.
Well, he sure makes a letter come alive.
Good luck.
Get your motor running.
Maybe if you want to, why don't you ask him to come out here?
The monitor lizard looks delicious.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I'm gung-ho on that idea.
Harry, what's happened to us?
Geez, I just read a letter.
Harry.
Her helmet shifted.
She didn't fasten her chin strap.
Can I be excused? I have to go cheat on you.
I thought he'd love the English muffin pizza, but no.
Now, please, I'm not a huggy person. Industrial arts.
Business. Oh. Hey.
I get to be the stewardess this time. Oh,
Get in there.
Wilbur, Orville, come on.
Please.
I want the dark-haired guy to win.
Yeah, the one in the dark clothes?
I like them both. I care deeply about them as characters.
My girl, Susie. Harry, well, that's what he did, Susie.
I don't.
Get up.
Get on up.
You lost.
Susie's nobody's girl. She promised to marry me.
Okay, you can have her, but I get your bike.
All right, Frankie. I ever see you around here again, I'll break both of your legs.
What if I don't bring him with me?
You hear me, Frankie?
Hey, you get that motorcycle out of this here barn.
And even more unknown, never-named characters. A big jump is happening on the airfield today, and everyone is there. A photographer, a guitar player, some other random people, everyone. Turns out that the jump is going to involve a 3-man pass, wherein 3 guys pass a baton back and forth in the sky. What's the point of that? I have no idea, but it was important enough for these random people to show up, so I guess it's supposed to be extra impressive. This long scene really doesn't mean anything since there's been no build-up and not a single one of the characters we actually know is even jumping. So, like, why are we seeing this? After all the hubbub, another man drives up to the airfield. But surprise, we do kinda know him. It's Joe Moss from The Letter. He and Beth seem to instantly get along despite having the blandest, most coffee-focused conversations imaginable.
Worth it, Bernie?
Yeah, I think so. Feels good making like a bird floating around up there.
Pooping on people?
You know, Beth,
I'm Rita Moreno.
if I couldn't jump once in
Now, Bernie, stay on heading, and I'll be down to you as soon as I can.
I'll be looking for you, Bob.
Okay.
I'll be the stain on the runway.
Wonder how high they're going to jump. I don't know.
Well, they really captured that kind of situation, didn't they?
Welcome to Itty Bitty Airlines.
Fall out.
Love that Bob.
Get him, yes!
Slice him, come
Yes,
on.
get him!
Steve, we're still on the runway. You might want to... The actors do their own skydiving?
No, the Skydivers did their own acting.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Kissing close.
Hey, a Walmart got built since we jumped.
I'm gonna go land in Utah.
You know, the fact that they skydive just doesn't make me like them.
Hey, that one is screaming and flailing. See? This is so beautiful. Oh, my shin bone! Oh, God!
Now to finish the job and run him over.
They started out as a paralegal center, but it didn't really catch on. Then a parakeet farm, but that failed
do
too.
shut up.
I know you. Beth, you're pretty in your picture.
Joe. Joe Moss, how are you? How about some coffee?
Coffee?
What is this coffee?
I like coffee.
Good.
And thus we peer into the complex inner workings of this character.
So, coffee or...
Weren't you saying something about some coffee?
You know, I think you're right.
The coffee underachievers.
Coffee's a major plot point.
Ooh, I wonder who this is going to be. Let's see. Oh, good. Now the scene's going to pick up.
There we go.
Back out on deck, Crow has gotten himself into a pretty sticky situation, treating himself as both bully and wimp at the same time. Why? Not completely sure, but hey, it's season 6, when only about half of the host segments make any semblance of sense given the experiment of the week.
Yeah, no, I liked you so crazy. I thought,
Oh my God!
holy crow, did we catch you at a bad time?
Well, it's a little awkward, Mike. I kind of got myself caught in a double jock lock.
Crow, how the heck did you get into one?
Well, I basically did it to myself as a learning experience. I wanted to see if I could get out of it.
And what did you learn?
I can't. I think it's important that I learn to get out on my own, because this is going to come up again.
All right, then.
Well, live and learn, huh? Well, this shouldn't be a problem, unless, of course, we have... Movie sign! Oh, no!
Pete comes back to the field wanting to free fall as close to the ground as possible before pulling a chute, as Beth and Harry will let him. They want to play it as safe as possible, both for his sake as well as the sake of their reputation, for safety regulations. Pete jumps, but in the heat of the moment, he can't get his chute to work and panics. And in some of the worst editing, even by Mystery Science standards, we see Pete land on the ground in a heap. Joe pulls a grieving Beth away from the corpse, while Harry seems virtually unaffected by their friend's grisly death. They're then told by some higher up in the skydiving industry that they have to stay closed while this sad case is examined. Harry drives into town and heads into a bar called the Skydiver. So, like, is this a skydiving heavy community? They seem to be the only skydiving game in town, and their place isn't even paid off yet. So is it a completely unrelated bar? Did the bar open first and Harry decided to open a skydiving business? As you could probably guess, we get no explanation for this, and even questioning it is giving too much credit and more thought into it than went into the actual script. Susie catches Harry outside the bar, and he has the sheer audacity to call her a broad when he was actively cheating on his wife with her. Who's the worst broad in this situation, Harry? Susie gets a few hits in before Harry leaves her in the dust.
Even the soundtrack's making coffee. Let's watch our intrepid hero as he gets himself into another goofy situation.
I predict in the climactic finale, she jumps without a chute and then her hair opens
What's
up.
all the excitement, Pete? I don't know. I feel real free up there in that high blue sky.
Cops can't touch me up
Tell
there.
you what to do. You
2200 and pull it or forget it.
It's fun, man.
All right, Harry. 2200 for you.
I guess we're all a little mixed up.
Really? Do you put beans in your nose?
Just drive. I am not talking to you. Drive. Okay, are you ready to talk now?
Oh, I don't know about this. Geronimo.
What does he pull? Panic!
Oops, stage direction, sorry.
Wow, hey, geez, the last 2,000 feet is the quickest.
Oh, get a spatula and a garbage bag.
I'm okay!
I will never have coffee.
Just tell me where the coffee is. I'll make it myself.
Huh. They thought of scattering his remains from an airplane, but it seemed a little insensitive.
Oh, here's their spin doctor.
Many people have enjoyed sport parachuting without dying.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to stay closed until I hear from the main office.
If we stay closed too long, Mr. Morgan,
We can't kill people.
we'll lose our place.
I'm scared.
Guess there's no need to be scared.
We just got Uncle Sam barking down our snorkel. Indoor skydiving.
How solid is a skydiving-based economy?
Fluctuates.
Oh, now we know what fuels the movie.
Gosh.
That's the guy who killed that guy. Pushed him right out of the plane.
Try number 6A.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
I gotta talk to you.
She's extra smoky.
Susie, you're a broad. Get lost.
Oh, there's a sudden flurry in the corner. He can't get away. This could be it. Right there.
Well, technically I am a broad. I gotta give him that.
She's got more pancake than the IHOP.
After another afternoon out on the lake, Susie, with the help of her love-struck lackey, Frankie, hatches a plan to exact revenge on Harry after he hypocritically slighted her in her immoral behavior. She tries to ask unsuspiciously what would happen if someone put acid into a parachute, but there's no way to not sound suspicious asking that. But Frankie, being completely wrapped around her little finger, doesn't seem to question it too much. But enough of that. Time to get some more Super Rush developments as Joe kisses Beth on the mouth right before Harry arrives, who's clearly none the wiser. Susie and Frankie make a quick stop to the pharmacy where the old man seemingly takes sexual favors in trade for acid, no questions asked. A pharmacist taking bribes? Sure glad this is just a movie.
Any impulse? Why are they cranking the Rimsky-Korsakov?
Hey! Frolicking has never been so depressing.
She's rolled down by contact. No, she's up.
Why do you suppose Pete's chute didn't open?
Target fixation. Panicked. Guess he got the fever. I almost got it once. Just couldn't pull the ring. Never felt that way before.
Can I go home
Felt
now?
like I was on my way to heaven.
Skydiver joke, I guess.
I suppose that's why you don't jump anymore. Suppose somebody put acid in somebody's chute.
I think it would go something like this.
That's it? Yeah, but if people ever found out.
They'd know about it.
I mean, really kiss me, Frankie.
Okay, let me get a running start. Here I come.
Don't want the place to burn up before it's paid for.
All done. That was terrific.
I guess.
Due to my education in industrial arts, I knew my wife was having an affair.
Anyway, stick around. Relax. Make yourself at home.
Enjoy my wife. Manos.
Hands of fate. It's Jackie Gleason's music to get acid by.
May I have a little acid?
Oh, Mr. Gower.
Well, I think, will someone watch I'm sure someone will watch the counter. Oh my, yes, there. Oh, yes.
Well, there must be a large assortment of acids from which to choose.
What if she just comes back with folic acid?
Well, the spirit was willing anyway. Oh.
So nothing happened between you and the...
No, a simple acid purchase.
Oh, it seemed to take a while.
Well, there were credit applications, things like that.
Are you chicken?
Oh, let me see. Am I a chicken? Well, I don't have a comb or a gizzard, but sometimes I do ingest gravel to grind my food in my...
After the airfield gets the all-clear from the higher-ups, a jump is hastily scheduled. Once again, quite a few people show up for no real reason, as the interesting jump isn't scheduled until later that week when they'll have a huge party. The jump goes on as fascinating as the first one in the film, meaning it was only to pad the movie as nothing dramatic happens. No death, no injuries, nothing. All of a sudden, Harry suspects Joe and Beth of being attracted to each other, and again, being the hypocrite that he is, Harry gets all in Joe's face about it. I mean, he isn't wrong, but while Beth and Joe kissed once, Harry was clearly having a full-on, long-term affair with Susie, so he has no legs to stand on here. Anyway, Beth and the Jumpers tell Harry to calm down and forget it, so he backs off. Beth has a heart-to-heart with Joe, and says they should just stay friends and ignore their feelings, since she still loves Harry. Why does she love this bland-as-wheat toast cheater that is her husband? Who knows? The script sure doesn't. And more randos show up for another pointless skydiving scene between some guys who aren't even characters.
What's all the excitement?
Just came from Morgan's office. FAA ran a check. We're clear.
Huh, excitement.
Huh?
Oh, look over there. It's the dark grandma of death.
No.
Jim, we're going to have a big twist party the night of the jump.
By golly, that is something. It sure is. Twist and then jump.
Will there be mashed potatoes?
Oh, heavens, we'd better leave, Earl. I put the black curse of Loki on them. Hey, that your wife down there kissing that blonde guy?
Assume gawking position.
We're poor but clean.
What the heck?
Carry me.
Oh, they're getting bigger. Oh, closer, I see. Hey. There, take a look at that. That's what you want, isn't it? There's plenty more where that came from. Wow, the music really matches the action.
Huh? Now, come on. I thought someone was going to die.
Yeah, make with the death.
Yeah.
Joe, let go of her arm.
He's helping her, Harry. What's eating you?
I'll tell you what's eating me. You've been paying too much attention to Beth, and I don't like it.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's have a cup of hot coffee.
Harry, let's not have a
Coffee
scene.
again.
Let's forget it, Harry.
It's you I love. Huh. Finally, coffee.
There.
But I love my husband, Joe.
And I've got a
And I think he loves me. Maybe he doesn't always act that way, but I still love him, good or bad.
You'd like me to leave, is that it?
No, you don't have to leave.
Finish your coffee first.
All right. Friends?
Romans, countrymen.
Friends.
What are they jumping? Me and the family drove a long way to see them fools jump.
We're not his family. Help us.
One guy's gonna grab the other guy's legs and ride him down piggyback.
Ride him down piggyback. Yeah, I like it. Let's take it to Broadway.
I'll declare.
Papa, they're jumping.
Oh, mein Papa is good.
In another barely, if at all, related host segment, Crow has built himself quite the beauty of a car, only for Servo to predictably spoil it, leading to one more banged-up Crow puppet for the episode.
Just look at that sheen. I'll wait till Servo sees this.
Car on desk acknowledge. Vehicle not responding. Mandatory termination procedure begun in the name of God and country. Beautiful, beautiful. Splash one, splash one. Termination complete, acceptable losses. Let's go home.
Damn you, Servo!
And just like that, it's Saturday night and time for the big skydiving party. And what would a 60s party be without dancing, dancing, and more dancing, taking up quite a bit of screen time? Again, featuring a ton of non-characters who we haven't seen before and won't contribute anything into the movie. Susie and Frankie drive up to the airfield using the party as their built-in distraction to dump acid into Harry's chute. Meanwhile, Harry, being the jerk-face that he is, refuses to go into the party with Beth. But when she asks for a kiss, he obliges. So I guess that's the end of their plot? He's still awful, but he'll at least kiss her when she asks? As Susie and Frankie leave the scene of their crime, a local boy sees them acting clearly evil, but doesn't do or say anything about it. And it's finally time for the actual people we've spent the movie following to take their turns in the air. We get to watch everyone gawking up at them for a minute before the actual jump finally occurs. The jump goes pretty dang quickly though, and just like that, Harry's chute fails and he splats on the ground. I say good riddance, but Beth is still pretty broken up about it. The kid snitches on Susie and Frankie, which he should have done 10 minutes ago, while said duo are now on the run.
They withheld all the interesting people till the end of the movie. Oh, Mr. Carter, yeah.
It's turned into a John Waters film.
I think that heroin has hit this town in a big way.
Yeah.
I snuck out because my parents are asleep.
Harry, let's go out and join the party.
No, let's stay in the crawl
I
space.
don't feel like going to a party tonight.
And kiss me, Harry.
Or kiss me smooth, either way. Thank you. That's good. That's enough. Thank you.
Thanks.
I have to confess, I didn't wear black socks. Is that okay? My underwear's not black either. I hope that's okay.
Which two are his?
Susie, you think we oughta?
Yes.
Being here on us.
She slept with a pharmacist for some sea breeze?
The juxtaposition of scenes, it's just like The Godfather. It hurts to witness things.
Feel like trading shoots just for the heck of it?
Woo. Woo. We applaud the concept of flight. Yay.
Good luck. Bye.
Good luck, you're gonna die. Good luck, you're gonna die.
We're so glad we had this time together.
Going up to 16,000 feet.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Jump. Fall to 2,000.
Make
then
it so.
pull the ring.
Hey, school's out! Woo! We've been waiting the whole movie for a skydiving scene, and now it's here.
Now, what do you suppose that big brown thing rushing up to meet me is? What? Why, some kidder put acid in my chute. You guys!
Must be hotcakes for sale.
Harry.
Oh, so that's a pancreas. Looks like an ear of corn.
Now, this is a real challenge for any band to bring this party back up.
Well, everyone, there's plenty of hors d'oeuvres.
I saw Susie and Frankie leave the hangar. She killed him.
Nobody likes a tattletale.
Oh, this must be her first murder. She should have known to wear flats.
I've seen some pretty low-down things in my life.
This isn't one of them, but...
Take care of her, Lance.
Why don't they look?
The authorities show up to the field for one to go by plane, while the other heads down the highway searching for the antagonists. Despite them having quite the head start given the screen time, they're almost immediately tailed by the cops. Why did they park so far away from their murder scene? Then the plane is right on their tail too. So Susie and Frankie, while successful in their plan to kill, seriously should have thought their escape plan through first. Their tires get shot out by the plane cop, and Susie goes down instantly, while Frankie gets about 500 feet out and then goes down too. Joe offers to stick around to help Beth with the skydiving school, but she refuses, saying it would bring up too many memories. Why doesn't she just leave with Joe and start a new life with a man who clearly actually cares for her? I'm not really sure. And the movie obviously wants this ending to seem poignant, with Beth leaving alone wearing all black, but it really just comes off as boring and needless, like the entire film.
Now I can do what...
All right, let's get... Well, I guess I've got change for a 5. Why now?
Yeah.
I don't know, I still like this movie better than Top Gun.
Oh, yes.
A lot better.
Now that Harry's dead, we get all the... What do we get?
I feel like a cheeseburger. Will you go make love to the guy at the Jack in the Box?
Hey, you folks know anything about a jealous woman and her stupid boyfriend? Hey! Well, what if this was at the theater with From Here to Eternity and your friend wanted to see that, but you insisted on seeing this, huh?
We wouldn't be friends anymore. See me a hippie. Get your hair cut, hippie. Not so groovy, is it?
Instead of the French Connection, they based this chase on the French lieutenant's woman.
The chase scenes rarely end with angle parking. Hey, the cottonwoods are in bloom. Oh, get...
I'll be safe in the land of lollipops. Okay, I'm dying. Jeez. You're next.
What a day. Now they're getting rained on.
Can I get that coffee to go?
I'd like to stay around and help you get the school on its feet again, if you'd like.
I'd like to do that, but I won't.
Thanks, Joe, but I don't think so.
I have offers to model for Fleet Farm.
I was happy here with Harry, but
I wouldn't be happy here with you, God knows.
good luck to you, Joe.
A stranger comes to town, touches nobody's life, and leaves. Her hair blossomed.
Thought somebody would show up for Harry's funeral. Oh, well.
And at last, the episode ends with Crow and Tom tangled in their parachutes as Mike reads some letters to send us off.
It's been a super hard day, huh? Cut myself in half, got all tangled in my jockstrap. You strafed me.
I overreacted, and I'm sorry.
I've learned you gotta persevere. Even this need not be defeat, my friend.
Hi, guys. Parachuting?
Yep, really almost worked, too. Now Crow's teaching me to persevere.
Just hang here and persevere, and one day soon, we'll get down.
Okie dokie. I'll just read a letter then, if you don't mind. Dear, you got that. Dear MST3K gang, I'm finally getting out of college and heading to a long, toilsome life as an accountant. If Tom Crow or Gypsy need investment advice, I'm not the one to come to. You sure you don't need any help? Because,
Absolutely no problem here, Mike.
Nope. We're just going to persevere. I can feel myself getting down even as we speak.
Well, then I guess there's really nothing for me to do except do some more swing choir.
Oh, no!
Would you like to fly in my beautiful balloon? I know you would.
This episode is one of the best Season 6 has to offer, in my opinion. The film itself is dull and plotless, yet somehow ridiculously confusing and hard to follow at times. The acting is awful, the blank space between dialogue leaves a ton of space for our riffers to work with, and this is still not the worst Coleman Francis movie the guys cover this season. The host segments, while sometimes a little off base and maybe not belly laugh worthy, definitely give us a couple good ones and some freaking cool puppets. The Skydivers is one of my favorite early Mike era episodes for sure. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and special thanks to all of my free-falling Patreon supporters, including Jackie Ball and Kevin Nata. First off, I need to thank everyone for the amazing reception my first ever riff has gotten. I was so excited about it, but ready to be raked across the coals if it didn't deliver, since we all know what good riffing is. You guys were so enthusiastic about it, I'll absolutely be doing more down the line. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.
For Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Seems like they forgot to have things happen in this movie.
Yes. Yeah, that's it.